favorite chef. Let's get cooking! Chef Maia, everything's good. Chef Maia, everything's good. I make food like you should, and when I make food, everything's good. My name's Maia, Chef Maia. Let's get cooking. Turn up the fire. Chef Maia, everything's good. Chef Maia, everything's
And I'm Jazzy, and I'm Fire. I'm the sister of Chef Maia.
Chef Maia, everything's good. Chef Maia, everything's good. And just wait till I'm the chefiest chef in the universe. Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode. Today, you will be learning how to make a nice looking burger like this with a nice salad and some fries on the side. So let's get started. So what you'll need is arugula, ground beef, buns, pesto, mayonnaise, sour cream, onions, potatoes, tomato, and yeah. So just watch the video and yeah. Okay guys, so what you need to do first is go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit and then wash and dry all your produce. That includes the potatoes, the tomatoes, and the onions. So as you see, keep washing it and dry it and go over to your cutting board. Well, you should get a cutting board and a knife. Then you want to go ahead and get your produce. Make sure you dry them first, then get your knife. And then you want to do this with the potato first. This will be our fries. So cut them vertically, and then you want to half them. So just keep watching and you will see that. Now, one of our potatoes are cut, so we have like 5 more to cut if you want a lot of fries. So you want tiny potatoes too. So then, as you see, we are going to start cutting the slices in half for our potato wedges for our fries. So do that for the rest of your potatoes too, and yeah. Okay, so we are going on to the next potato, and I'll fast forward it from here. Okay, so now put the potatoes aside and we are going to get started with the tomato. So as you see, we are not dicing the tomato this time. we are just slicing it as what you'll see in an actual burger. This is an actual burger, but you know what I mean. So what you'll see in a burger, it's just tomato slices, not diced, not as fancy, just sliced. So just get one Roma tomato, really any tomato, but this is a Roma tomato. So yeah, put those aside once it's all cut. Then we're gonna go into the onions. So I just need to slice one more, okay? And put those aside too. Then you wanna go ahead and get your onion, start peeling it, and then you'll see how we cut it. We're not dicing the onion too. We are slicing it for our pickled onions, and you can put that on your burger too. And it's also for the salad. So right now, if you can kind of see the shadow, we are peeling it, and now we are cutting it. So turning the board around so you guys can see. And so this is how you should cut it. So get that part off, keep the other part on, and then keep slicing, and then take those little onion parts that we want out. So and then half the onion and the slices, so you guys can see here. So as you see, we are starting to cut now. Or should be. Okay. And then you cut that in half like that. Then those little onion parts in them, you want that. If there's still some skin on there, then take it off. You don't want skin. And yeah, so that's how we will be cutting it, and I'll fast forward this part too. Okay guys, so right here you want to get a small bowl. This will be for our pickled onions. So first what you want to do is get a little tiny small bottle of balsamic vinegar, as you see right here. It's really tiny, and then you want to go ahead and add half of that into the bowl. So in a couple seconds, well, right now I was trying to open it, but yeah, I'll fast forward to once it's open. Okay, so right here we are pouring half of the balsamic vinegar in. As you see, half of it is empty, half of it is full. So just pour it in that small bowl, and then so this will be our base of our pickled onions. So go ahead, get that. And once that's done, you want to go ahead and get your onions. Wait, let me see what I'm doing right now. Oh yeah, so we're putting the onions in. It will be easier to see right here. Okay. So we're putting our onions in. If you have big onions like those, kind of chop them up thinner. I don't know why I didn't do that. I should have, but I didn't by accident. So go ahead and slice those ones up if they're really big, and if they're like that size that we're putting in right now, then that's good. And yeah, the onions really taste good in the end. So just go ahead, put all your onions in. We're not sauteing them or anything. So put all your onions in, and yeah, so next what we are doing, right after we finish the onions, we are going to put some sugar, some salt, some pepper, So mix it all in there with the balsamic vinegar, and then you put the rest of the onions in there. Let me just fast forward to when the onions are done. Okay, so as you just saw, we have our sugar right here, and we want to go ahead and put a so right now we're getting tablespoons, so we want to put 1 tablespoon of the sugar. Wait, no, actually no, a half of the teaspoon in there, not a tablespoon, half teaspoon, because we don't want it too sugary, or because it's not really supposed to be sugary. It's not really supposed to be sweet. It's just to make it good. So mix that sugar all into each other, and then what you want to do now is go ahead, keep mixing it a little bit, then get your tablespoon now, and then splash in 2 tablespoons of water in there. So as you see, we are splashing some water in there. So because we're gonna put this in the microwave to make it like the onions kind of absorbs a little bit of the pickled onion stuff. So just mix it all in there with all the water. And then want to get our salt and pepper, and just season it carefully with salt and pepper, and then keep mixing it in. And yeah. Then what you want to do now, I believe you want to go ahead and get some plastic wrap, and you'll see what we're doing. So once everything's all mixed in, make sure all the onions are touching the pickled onion juice that we made. And so once that's all done, we want to go ahead and get some plastic wrap and put some plastic wrap over that. So in a second, we will have our plastic wrap right here, and then place them in there on top. Make sure you're making this in a microwave safe bowl, not metal. Just make sure it's in a microwave safe bowl. What I'm using is like a little plastic bowl that I got a bunch of cooking supplies for my birthday. I'm so grateful for that, and it came with that bowl. So put that in the microwave for a minute, and once that's done, the onions will look very vibrant and yummy, like how you see in commercials. When say McDonald's, they're advertising their Big Mac. That's what they do. They probably put it in the microwave to make it more vibrant and good. So we are waiting for our pickled onions, so I'll fast forward. Okay, so here we go. Our pickled onions just came out of the microwave. Take the plastic wrap off and look at those onions. They look smoking great, and they're all vibrant now. They are all soaked up with pickled onion juice that we made. And yeah, so that's our pickled onions for our burger and our salad. And so as you see there, it's really nice, and yeah. So next what we want to do, we want to get a small pan or a large pan, either one. Get our potato wedges that we made, put some foil or parchment paper on the pans, and then drizzle a large amount of olive oil. Then start season some salt and pepper on the pan on top of the olive oil, so the fries can be soaked up with saltiness a little bit. and some pepper. So start laying down your wedges. They could go on top of each other, very close to each other. You really want them pretty close to each other so all of the oil can go inside of like each one instead of some of the oil not being even used. So just keep laying them out like this, and I'll fast forward it. So guys, right now we are putting the fries in the oven, remember at 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and put it at the top rack for 25 minutes until golden brown. And so next, you want to keep stirring your pickled onions occasionally to keep it how it is right now, because if you don't, then the pickled onion juice that we made won't like really absorb into the onions, if you know what I mean. So what we are doing right now, we are getting ready for the burgers. So what you'll need to do is defrost some ground beef. We need 10 ounces of ground beef. We are making 4 tiny patties. Well, not really tiny, they're pretty big. But so just 10 ounces, we're gonna make 4 patties with them. And you'll need 4 buns, 4 top buns, 4 bottom buns. And so yeah. So let me fast forward. Oh wait, never mind. Right now we are making the pesto sauce with the mayonnaise and the sour cream and all that stuff. So we'll need some mayonnaise. It doesn't really matter how much you put in. Just know that we'll need some mayonnaise for the 4 bottom buns and 4 top buns. So just make the amount you like. So put some mayonnaise into there. Once that mayonnaise is in a small bowl, it doesn't have to be medium. Small bowl, I'm using container, you can use whatever you want. A mixing bowl, doesn't have to be microwave safe because we're not putting this in the microwave. And so now we are about to put in some sour cream. So just get some sour cream, like little packets of sour cream that look like that. And again, doesn't really matter how much you put in. Try to put the same amount of mayonnaise that you put in for your sour cream. And so go ahead and dump the sour cream in there. And then you want to go ahead and get your pesto. So again, you want it said 2.1 ounces of pesto. So put half of that, those little bottles of pesto. So put half of the pesto in there, and you want to go ahead and mix up the sauce. And this is the sauce that we will be putting on our buns. It's really good. And yeah, so I think right now I'm opening the pesto bottle thing. So I'll see you guys once it's opened. Oh wait, it's open now, I believe. Wait 1 second. Okay, yes. Pour in half of the pesto. You can probably find these at stores pretty easily. You just ask for pesto and you'll find it. Like little tiny bottles, not big bottles. So put half of that in there, and you want to go ahead and mix it up. If you're allergic to pine nuts, then try to get the pesto sauce without pine nuts. not all pesto sauces have pine nuts in them. So if you're allergic to pine nuts, I'm not, but I know my mom is. So you always want to check the ingredients first. Okay, so right now we are mixing it up. Make sure to season with some salt and pepper and mix it all up until it's like a nice laurel green. And yeah, this is what it should look like. It's really good. You might think that the mayonnaise sounds a little gross. Mayonnaise is actually pretty good. So yeah. Yeah, okay. So once that is done, we want to go ahead and put more seasoning in it. We want it to be good enough for our bun because it will touch the patty and all that stuff. So keep stirring the pickled onions, like I said. And now we need a medium-sized bowl medium to large bowl. Then get your defrost 10-ounce meat, ground beef, and if some parts are still iced, do not keep defrosting it because if you keep defrosting it, the beef might cook, and we don't want that. So now what we want to do is dump in the rest of the pesto. I know what you might be thinking, why would we be doing that? We're going to go ahead and mix it all together. It might be a little loose, but it comes out in a beautiful patty after. So just keep mixing it. You want to mix it up with your hands. That's the correct way to do it. You don't really use a spoon because it's just not easier. So then you want to season with some salt and pepper on top of that. So you want to season with a lot of salt and pepper because we want the meat to, of course, be seasoned and good. So go ahead and mix that up. It looks a little satisfying, but yeah. And so go ahead and mix it up, and I'll see you guys once it's all mixed up and ready. Okay guys, so once your meat is all mixed up together with the pesto, what I wanted to say before is that you need clean hands before handling meat, and make sure you wash your hands right after you mix it all together. So next what we want to do is get a plate. Okay, so since it's raw meat, you don't really want it next to the produce like I have it. I have it literally right next to the tomatoes, so you really don't want that. But I'm just doing that. I should have done a different plate, but I did this by accident. So I guess it's fine, but it's not really fine. So just roll your patties into 2 patties. You can cut them in half for 4 patties. My mom wanted me to cut them in half for 4 patties, but don't do that literally right now. First, we need to stuff them with mozzarella. So go ahead and get some mozzarella cheese. Make sure it's shredded. And if it's not shredded, you could always use a grater and shred it yourself. I mean, if you want. Or you could just get mozzarella cheese that's already shredded up. So you want to go ahead. You'll see this in a second. You'll see us putting. So we are putting mozzarella into the middle, the center of the patty, and then folding the ends into it. So I kind of messed up on this, but it's totally fine if you do. So once we cook the patty, the mozzarella will melt and it'll be all cheesy and gooey and taste delicious. So as you see, I'm folding it each end. I'm kind of putting it into a bowl and keep flattening it out to keep that burger shape. So just as you see right here, some of the cheese is sticking out, but that's totally fine. It's not going to be perfect. So by now, I'm just rolling all the cheese into it. But you really actually want it to be in the center, it'll be better. But if it goes onto the outside, in the next patty, it won't be in the center, so you'll see like the difference. But yeah, just do that for all your patties you're making. If you're making more patties, then perfect. Just put some more mozzarella in there. So as you see here, I'm not really folding it well. I'm just like molding it into a patty. So that's why it kind of looks like the Cookie Monster over here. But yeah. So just try to do it like the first one. The second one isn't really an example that I want you guys to do, but that's how it turned out anyways. So next, what you want to do once it's all stuffed, you want to cut it in half. The two patties, you want to cut them in half. So they're 4 patties, and don't worry, the mozzarella will still be inside. If it falls out a little bit, you can put it back in that easily. So just cut it, and yeah. So right now I'm still trying to work with that one, as you see. But yeah. And then you can go ahead and put your medium bowl away after you're done using it. So I'm just kneading it a little bit, making sure it's like looks like a patty, and it is a patty. Alright. So make sure you don't touch your face with your fingers, because it's raw meat and bacteria can get on your face. You don't want that, especially during coronavirus. But still, anytime, like even if it wasn't coronavirus, you still don't want to touch your face because bacteria, it's just a little gross. Alright, so just wash your hands after you're done handling the meat. We won't be handling the meat anymore. Really, we'll have to touch the meat, definitely, to cook it. But we're not really like getting really into it, you know? So yeah, so just wash your hands real quick, get a medium-sized pan, and yeah, I'll see you guys once we got our pan ready. Okay, so now that we got our pan, we are going to go ahead and get our tomatoes. We're gonna griddle the tomatoes first. If you don't know what that means, it just means really just cooking the tomatoes till it's a little golden brown. So just put your tomato slices in there, all of them, not a few, not a couple, just all of them in there. Put some olive oil in there, and then you want to put some salt and pepper. Make sure it's all coated with salt and pepper. You should have really, before you put it in there, I messed up. You're really supposed to coat them in salt and pepper before you put it in the pan. But for this video, we're just gonna do that. It's totally fine if you did the same mistake as me. It's totally fine. It's not gonna mess up your burger, just saying. So you want to put it at medium-high heat. Make sure it's all griddled. Get a spatula and get a plate for the tomatoes that are done. In the end, mine kind of fall apart, but that's totally fine. It still tastes good. So just make sure it gets, cooked on each side for 1 to 2 minutes on medium-high heat. And yeah, I'll see you guys once it is done. Okay, so now we are making the patties. So go ahead and heat another drizzle of oil on there at medium-high heat. Sorry if you hear a piano. That's my dad playing piano. But so just heat a drizzle of oil. And maybe not too much because the oil pops really fast. So place the patties down and make sure they get brown. Make sure it's not raw on the inside. So I would do 3 to 4 minutes on each side. So just keep flipping it, get all that oil in there. Make sure the patty is all seasoned. And so I'm just making one really quickly. If it starts to fall a little bit like apart, like a little piece of the patty falls apart once you flip it over, that's totally fine. It has cheese in it, so it's definitely gonna do that. And so yeah. So just like you see right now, it's like 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Then you'll flip it over. So I think right now it's still cooking, and it will flip over soon. Right. So you might want to toss some oil on top of there just in case. And yeah, make sure the cheese is melted because we want that cheese to be melted. And yeah, alright. So we are about to flip it over, it looks like. So let's see. Alright, it's flipping over now. Might want to turn off the heat when it's flipping over because it could splash on you while you're flipping it over and your arm will be like over the pan. Because as you see, the oil is splatting up really fast. So you might want to like back away. That's what I'm trying to do. And so flip it. Chef Binky's in the background, if you see him. And we are going to flip it now. I don't know when we're gonna flip it, but this is really how long it should take. Make sure it just gets brown on each side. If you want, you can put 2 patties in there at the same time. Alright, we're flipping it. Wait. See, it might be like that a little bit. Alright, see, it looks beautiful like that. There's some cheese on the top, so it might look a little weird, but it's delicious, trust me. So, just cook it on the other side for all 4 patties, or 2 patties, and I'll see you guys in the next step. So once your burgers are done, I'm gonna go ahead and get the buns. So we're gonna be using 4 top buns and 4 bottom buns. So 4, like, you know, those 2 buns that are stick together, and then you have to open it. So we're gonna have to cut it open if yours are like that. If yours are already like taken apart, then that's good. You could use that, or you could just get do this with the bread that you use for burgers. So cut them in half, and like that. You're really supposed to cut them like that, and then you open them up, and then you want to go ahead and put them in the toaster for put them in the toaster for like 5 minutes, and then you want to add the rest of your balsamic vinegar in a medium container. This will be our salad. So put it in a medium container, and then wash off the arugula. Doesn't really matter how much arugula you have, but first you want to put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in there first, like I just did, and then some salt and some pepper. Then you want to mix it up a little bit. And then you want to go ahead and add the arugula there. And then wash it off. So wash it off, and so just make sure you wash it off and dry it off, and then put it in a medium container. You'll see that really quickly. Okay, so now the arugula is in. Then we want to mix it all together. You could use your hands, or you could use a spoon. I think I was using my hands, I'm not sure. And then add a bit of pickled onions in there. Not all, because we need some for the burgers. But just a little bit of. Then mix it all together and make sure it gets all good and covered in the vinegar and olive oil. The counter was clean when I put that arugula back in, so yeah. So I just added a little bit more, and yeah, this is our salad. And you could, it's good to eat with the burger. It's the healthy part about this meal. So this is like a lunch meal or like a dinner meal. Definitely not breakfast. Maybe you could have the salad for breakfast. Okay, so now we are plating. So you want to put some of the salad. You should really use a fork to plate, but I don't know why I just used my hands. I don't know why, but I did. And so just put some salad on there. Then we need to get the burger buns, and yeah, once we got that, oh no, we need to get the fries and put that on the side. It doesn't matter how much of anything you put on it. It's your burger. Alright. You can also put ketchup, and you can also put like ketchup or like extra mayonnaise or mustard on your burger if you really want to. I didn't, because it had enough flavor in that sauce we made. So the toasted bun, talking about that sauce that we made, we are going to go ahead and spread it on the burger bun, not like the actual burger. So Spread it on there. It's really good. I would really make it for all burgers. It's delicious. Okay. So spread it on there. Then do that to your other buns. Make sure they're toasted first. Okay. Then I think now we are putting the burger on there. So after we spread it all out, make sure there's a lot on there. It's better when there's a lot. And then I'm gonna go ahead. This looks really good so far. Okay, so you want to go ahead and get your burger. And then you want to go ahead and get a tomato slice. And then you could put mustard on there now. Then you want to put some pickled onions on there and then top it off with the bun or ketchup in the bun. But just saying, the sauce has so much flavor on the sauce on the bun has so much flavor, so I don't think you really need any ketchup or anything, but like I said, it's your burger. So you want to spread some of that sauce on to the top burger. And yeah, so this will be our burger, and you just plate it on top of the onions. So plate it on top. Voiceovering is actually pretty fun. I might keep doing this. Comment in the comment section if I should keep doing voiceovers or like talking during the videos. Okay. Now put that burger bun on top, and then there you have your burger meal. So we are going to try it now. This is delicious. This is the best thing I made on this channel. If you saw before, I tried to make a burger. It didn't turn out well, so I deleted that. This is how you make a mozzarella stuffed burger. So the mozzarella is inside the burger. You'll see it. It's really good. The sauce goes really good with this. And let's taste the fries. And some salad. I don't have a fork, but you know. I really recommend making this recipe. So yes, this is a HelloFresh recipe. Thank you for HelloFresh for all these amazing recipes. Again, HelloFresh is not sponsoring this video. I just like making HelloFresh recipes because they have the best recipes. Yeah, so this is how you make a mozzarella stuffed burger with some fries and salad. So I'll see you guys next time, and bye.
Maia, everything's good. Yeah, Maia, everything's good. And just wait till I'm the chefiest chef in the universe.